Greetings, Minecrafters. Ignore my little guy here. I'm just making a hat for myself. But I've been working on getting my flying boat trick to work again, and I was having some problems in the newer versions to get the the flying boat trick to work. But I came across this little glitch, which is very helpful in what I'm trying to do. I want the game to separate where it thinks I am and where I actually am. And you can see my head is in my own shadow right now, which means I see myself as buried, but the game thinks that I'm actually standing on the blocks, which is important. So let's get started making this waterfall. Um, so lily pad, fence post underneath it. We're doing a stopped waterfall trick. You've probably seen in my other videos. If not, check it out. You can stop a waterfall on a dime with an ice block. Um, and so we're going to make the waterfall fall into that hole there. And so we're going to go way up to the top of the map. Did a little editing there. So I'm way up here. Um, and we're going to do a waterfall start. This is unlike what I have done in the past. I'm starting to like this way better. You kind of train the water which way to go. Remember, it's going to fall in that hole that we made with the ice block. So we train the water to go out to the side, and then we get rid of our form there. All the way back down here. The water's falling down from the top right now. Get rid of that bottom block of sand. And all the sand is going to break on that slab. And the water is falling down and the sand is falling down. So then we can get rid of the slab and place some torches around on this dirt form to melt that ice block. And while that's melting, we can start on this platform that I'm going to use like that glitch before where I pushed a boat into a block. I'm basically making a platform where I can do that to trick the game into thinking the boat and I are in two different places. So that's the platform. Now that that's melted, you can get rid of the form. So a block there and the boat 2 blocks away from it. Push the boat into the block, which you'll see later, this doesn't always work to do that. So get rid of the block, get in the boat, and you can see it's a little glitchy looking. And then slowly work your way to the water. It's wanting to push the boat all over, so it's a little tricky. But it seems with this contraption I can make it work even more often than I could before. If you saw my previous video on it, it was a little trickier even before to get it to work. So, and then remember when you leave the waterfall to leave to the left or right. You're not going to be able to leave going straight forward because of that fence post down there. The game actually thinks that your boat is down on the water below. So what you see is your boat way up here, but your boat is actually down on the water, which you'll see also means you can still break your boat when you're flying through the air in your boat, because in this case my boat hits another boat that's down on the water below, so I don't get very far in this clip here. You can see it started to work. Yes, I am in creative, but you can do this in survival mode too. In this clip, it looks like it's going to work. The boat's going through the block, but then it didn't go far enough, so I had to get rid of that block, which works fine. I want you to notice as the boat goes up, it's choppy. It's not going up smooth. It kind of goes up and stops, goes up and stops, and that's what you want. That means that it is glitching and your boat is really down below. Trying to keep my head out of the water. I'm in creative, so I'm not going to die, but the boat keeps wanting to go, so my head is in the water. And here we go. This is, by the way, an old build I did a long time ago, a couple of years ago. It's kind of a hotel over there in the cliff. And my friend Brush made the lighthouse there. But I get a little bit further this time, missing that boat down below, and then it breaks on that dock, I believe, is what happens. You have to do that ice trick, though. Otherwise, you get this, and your boat will not go into it.